Jede Niederlage kommen wir stärker wieder.
Und präsentiere
Die Deutsche Demokratische Republik!
Yeah, no. Okay, do something. And that can show us like that single spot where we went nuts, you know, like, whoa, fuck, you see that? So do what you can.
With the ultimate goal on their mind of getting a contract with the German Wrestling Federation, these up-and-coming talents from all over Europe meet one-on-one. But the question of who's advancing to the second round is answered by you, the fan, supported by the expert opinion of this jury.
Mr. GWF, Ahmed, Sheen!
The jury is ready. The contestants are ready. Let's start with today's episode of GWF. Who's next?
My name is Nathan Phoenix. I am 22 years old. I started wrestling in 2013. I've had 30 professional matches. I want to be a wrestler because I want to show how cool I am. I was in the last season and I get kicked out. And you see the finalist, two Finn guy. It's too ugly them. And look on me. I'm bigger. I'm so much bigger than the last time. And GWF needs me. Needs this young party boy. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? For the second season of Who's Next? Nathan Phoenix! Woo! Oh. Should I introduce myself? Of course not, because you already know me. Or watch the first season. Boo!
Mein Name ist Don Sheen. Ich bin 22 Jahre alt. Seit November 2016 steige ich in den Ring. Bisher hatte ich knapp 12 Matches. Warum ich Wrestler werden will? Ich wurde damals in der Schule belächelt, dass ich das tun wollte, was ich liebe. Und jetzt will ich jedem Einzelnen, der gedacht hat, dass ich es nicht schaffen könnte, zeigen, dass ich es schaffen kann. Ich bin bei Who's Next, bei mir bisher immer nur Steine in den Weg gelegt worden. Und jetzt mit Who's Next möchte ich das ändern und mich in Deutschland richtig gut präsentieren. Mein Name ist Don Sheen. Ich bin ein College Boy aus Bayern. Ich bin fertig mit der Schule und jetzt, endlich, kann ich meinen Traum leben und mich dem Wrestling zuwenden. Da kommt mir jemand, der letztes Jahr bereits dabei war und da in der ersten Runde ausgeschieden ist, gerade richtig. Wie wär's, wenn wir heute das zweite Mal die erste Runde machen? Denn ich bin Don Sheen and you should be jealous.
His name is Don Sheen, but he talks in German, so I was wondering. Because I thought he's something like English or
It says from Germany. He's from Germany, right?
yeah, but I mean, why he calls his name?
Yeah, it doesn't really sound a very German name, does it?
Come on!
Same with Nathan Phoenix. Why just Phoenix?
Yeah.
Why just certain just Phoenix?
Did Nathan reference his name? Did Nathan reference why he's called Don Sheen? So did he?
No, he don't.
Okay.
Don't. just said my name is Don Sheen, and then he said, I am a college boy from Munich.
Right.
So didn't really make sense.
No explanation for the Don thing.
But now he starts to talk some English. I don't know.
Start wrestling. That close. That close.
I am a real man. Just watching. Fair play.
Let's show it.
Come on.
The problem for German wrestlers are many. The thing is, do you have to walk the crowd or do you have to walk the cameras? I mean, if I don't know it, I would ask, do you want me to walk the crowd or the camera? The question is, on this show, I think it's to walk the camera. But they really walk a lot the crowd, so...
Yeah, but at least he's quite confident when he works the crowd, so... He's confident, like Phoenix, when he works the crowd, so...
Didn't understand.
Weird stump thing, yeah, I didn't get that either. I don't think anybody did. What was it going to be? No one knows.
They don't know. But I like his punches, it looks nice. Okay. This one was, I don't know.
I'm sick. There's some message.
I don't quit. Come on, Berlin. What's up? Oh, shut up, Mr. Teddy Baby.
Two. Yes. Not three. No, two.
Hi. Oh, hi, boy. Come here. Yoy.
Come on, Nathan. Don't grab the hair. Don't grab now. One. Come on.
Sloppy.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan at all of sloppy stuff.
I mean, especially on the point where you just come back, everybody waits to see,
they need that to be crisp.
If you're walking like that, it's like nothing. Come on. I mean, no, nothing would be better, honestly.
Yeah.
Sounds stupid, but it is.
Yeah.
Don't grab the hair. Come on.
Don't grab. Don't grab.
One, two.
This is all for you.
And in the context of everything I've just done, if I buy that oversell, I didn't feel it. Yeah, you guys went pretty close to 5 minutes, which is good. Other than that, to be honest, I didn't really buy much of that. I'm a fan of quite crisp wrestling. I like my stuff to look good. I noticed on your fire or your comeback, between the two of you, it just looked a little sloppy to me. Shouting while in a sleeper, I think you had a sleeper hold on you, and you G'd up to the crowd, which is great. But you were in a sleeper. Effectively, you were being kind of choked. It's another thing that you might want to think of. And gonna sound like an arsehole, but I like when wrestlers look like athletes, and that's not necessarily big muscles sticking out of everywhere or anything like that. But I don't know. I can kind of see from your movements. I didn't buy it like I'm watching two athletes. I thought your gimmick stuff was quite good at times, and almost the same about you. The in-ring stuff, 3 entrances I found on each of you I found them slightly better than the in-ring stuff. So I'll give you 5 on that, and I guess you too.
You started your promo in German, so I mean, you had an English name and you can speak English?
Yeah.
I mean, why? If you are a German, be a German. I mean, it's cool to be a German because something different, you know? I just read the name and then I'm expecting a different guy than I saw. So, and then you're gonna talk in German. Who is Don Sheen? What is Don Sheen? You need to have an idea who you are and why you are acting like you're acting. Your promo was okay because you said something like, I don't have to introduce myself, but in real time, you did, which is good. To the match, I never realized, do you work the crowd or do you work the cameras? I mean, it's always a good question because if you're on shows, on some shows, you definitely have to work the crowd. Sometimes you're on shows where they're filming because they're gonna sell it or whatever, so you need to ask and you need to know, what is this for? I mean, at this point, you know what it is for. It's a show, it's a YouTube show, and it's definitely for the cameras. Of course, you work the crowd, which was good, but you have to take care of the cameras as well. For example, your hair was so many times in your face, the cameras, I think they didn't saw it, I think they didn't saw your face, and we also didn't saw your face. So nobody saw. So you have to take care of those stuff, which is really, really important. For me, it's Nathan a 4, Dom also a 4, and the match 4 of 10.
Nathan, I thought your entrance was great. Like, came down, you had good movement. I mean, any entrance, as long as you're giving something, I think that's good. You kept my attention on you while you walked down to the ring the whole time. Just a little thing, Nathan Phoenix. I don't know if there's backstory to the Phoenix name, but sometimes when you have like a normal name like Nathan and then you just stick Phoenix on at the end, it just feels like you're just trying to throw a cool word on the end of it, and it doesn't really relate to you in any sort of way. You had good presence, good crowd work. The gear, I think it's good. Like Jody's, he likes all ring work to be crisp. I like all image to be crisp. For both of you, if I came and saw you now, like just ring gear wise, just from seeing you straight away, I'd say his tights are too big. He's got pink and silver gear, but he's got orange running shoes on. They're not even like wrestling boots or like amateur boot. Your tights, you know, maybe your grandma made them for you, maybe you didn't, you know what I mean? So like, for me, like image can also be just as crisp as like in-ring work. Everything like makes the package. Don Sheen, you were a little bit bland in the ring. The moves were a little bit bland and the interaction. So maybe just look to come out of your shell a little bit more in the future. Don, I think I'll give you, just because of like the blandness, about a 4 as well. Nathan, because your character, you're a bit more interactive with the crowd and how you are, I'd probably push you up to maybe a 5. The match, probably a 5. It wasn't bad, it wasn't good, but it was sufficient.
All right, thank you guys.
Good stuff, guys.
It's voting time. Head over to gwf-wrestling.com/vote to help your favorite from today's episode into the next round and to bring him one step closer to being part of the GWF. The results of this vote will be revealed in the next episode of GWF Who's Next?
If anything, audiences love dumb noises. That was
Your promo got me right away. Yeah, you're kind of scary, but like touching as well. I like the story behind it. You explain it. I don't really got into it.